Hey everybody, one of Wiisdom here. The sun is setting on yet another day, or where we previously just left off. That's all it is, really. But I've got a video rendering. I'm short on hard drive space, and ultimately, we've got our little mine right here, and I want that to connect with the ravine over there. So I'm gonna attempt to make that happen, and I will update you as soon as it is complete. Alright, time to catch you up on a lot of stuff because I just time-lapsed everything and we've got like 3 minutes of footage, and there's been a lot more, way more time invested in that. So, first thing first, this path here that's going to take us all the way back to the trail by the mine shaft is pretty well fenced. I haven't done that because we might downturn, but the whole thing, aside from like this retaining wall side, is pretty legitimately complete, right? This part's not done because obviously we're going to have it go down to the reed area. And when we come over here, let me kind of go ahead, I guess we'll go this way first because there's I don't even know what all to put in this episode, to be honest with you. I've done so much that none of it really amounts to much, but it does. No fences here. This is the side we're concerned about, and there's going to be buildings and projects on this side. So this I'm actually going to, I think, fill out, just have like a bridge through the forest. There's a lot of cool attractions that way, if you will. Coming up here, we have the furnace room, right? We've got our rail machine. I get so tired of like always burning through my shovels, and Dig Dug 3.0 apparently I didn't put mending on for some reason, so in the process of building another AFK farm. If we rock it this way, tree farm, I use that all the time because I obviously need a ton of fence posts. This little setup here, right, I think I showed that in one of the early clips. If we go down here, I've kind of terraformed this and made it actually fully functional, believe it or not. It will connect eventually at some point in time with paths of interest. That one, and I think there's another route somewhere, but it basically all connects. Let's just take it so we can kind of fill some time here. This is basically like 2 weeks of my minuscule time like worked on this, right? So that ladder goes up to the furnace room. I think we showed that last time. This is, I think, going to come out where I'm for sure going to build a dam now. Okay, that's a ravine, actually. Is this the ravine that I just found the other day? I don't even know the answer to that question. It might be another one. It's got to be the same one. Okay, so let me get you oriented properly. That ladder goes up to sort of like our bunkhouse. Okay, not roofed yet, but that's our bunkhouse. You kind of know where we're at. This that I told you I thought I was going to make into a dam, but I wasn't sure. I've decided to do that, and for pretty good reason. I'm going to take you over here and showcase to you why. So, I should fall pretty soon. Okay. So, squid farm, absolutely. There's another grotto over there that I think I'm going to have interconnect. This, I just wanted to bring back towards the dam. What did I do down here? Dig into sounds, no doubt. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I still suck at it. It just depends. That's where I popped up, and then I decided I was going to do this. Okay, so let me just take you up here first. This is where I entered. When I was like, you know what, we need to have like a tunnel through the dam. And so I do, and I'm going to have it connect over there to where we just were. All right, so you're with me, right? If I come down here, this little staircase, I think I was digging to sound, and boy did I find a lot of sounds, because massive freaking ravine here. Constantly was filling my inventory up. This is where I went the first time, and then literally from there it was like 2 blocks away. Live and learn, right? So just to give you a scope of this one, he seems to be walking fast. Okay, he's got cobble, so he's constantly going to be annoying us. Good day, sir. He's gone now. All right, so as you can see, a lot of time was invested in this. Made you watch none of it. And again, check it out. Just tons and tons of stuff, right? I don't think this layer connects, but it might have a stair step. It does not. Okay, so there is a second ring that I started from that granite area as we were descending that staircase. So what I'm going to do is get you up here, back where we started. Can't really sprint through here, my apologies. Wait, what does this do? I don't think it goes all the way either, no. Kind of. There's several like stopping points in this ravine. It's kind of strange. You don't see that very often. But if I take you back to the current top rung, right, it actually goes around. But this is the direction we want to travel. You can sort of see that lower area we were just at. Again, not necessarily trying to conquer this. I wanted to get to an end. Curtis Skellington, don't really care. So it goes all the way, it drops down, we could eventually connect it, do whatever we want to. But this was not complete, unfortunately. So I realized as I started laying that out, I was like, oh, that totally doesn't line up. This we don't really care about. That was just a total screw up. This goes out to the side. We're not concerned with that. This is going to be where we just were. that I said, oh, is that the same ravine? And it turns out it is. I had not made that revelation yet. So that is where we came from, in the bridge tunnel from the mine, right? Is it nighttime? It might be. No, it is not. So now, do you know where we are? We're right back where we were. Isn't that confusing? Okay, so basically that connects, okay, but we're gonna have it literally like this is gonna get stone and gravel and like probably have just a simple pathway into that position. So that also means I will probably expand that pond to this side. If we want to expand to this one, we can. Just totally up in the air right now. But all through here, there's like the little openings to that tunnel down there. That stuff will get covered in due time. So let me now, what do we want to do? Probably, there's tons. I've found so many like ridiculous little caves. They look real innocent, and most of them are, but they just go and go and go and then disappointingly end. There's tons of them. I've probably been in 8 to 12. I mean, it's somewhere around 10. Okay, and a lot of them are over that way. I'm not even gonna take you to them, but if you ever see me get in one, that's what I did. This right here you saw pieces of, like in a time lapse. I've now kind of finished the bridge out. This was the sounds that I constantly heard when I was placing all of these torches initially. So glad we found that, have not conquered it. We will at some point in time. This, though, took a lot of fences, too. This side is open right now because I'm thinking about having a, you know, like slow touristy entry into the ravine. But if we continue this way, you guessed it, more fences. And boy, oh boy, there's a lot of fences here. So I think there was also a time lapse I was just looking at when I was piecing this together that had the sort of dam retaining wall thing I built. And I did. It's two layers of gravel. I wanted it to have that aesthetic. I have since come in and I laid out the cobble on the sides of the bridge. I have not finished the fence posts. This now we can come down in, and several of the clips where I was like, man, I was just looking for cobble, or geez, just looking for gravel, it was this area. That one of those, whichever is the deep one, I haven't messed with it. These were some of the ones that we took over, and they kind of pop out in cool places in the ravine. Zero complaints on my end about any of it. I'm trying to think if there's a good way to get back to another point of interest, and I'm not sure that there is, actually, because I don't really know. What is this about? Okay, sounds promising. Yeah, okay, that's one of the clips right there. Very weird structure, but it all sort of just connects in this, you know, ravine. So that's where we're at. I feel like below that mushroom is where I want us to be, and there's really not a good way to get there from here that I'm aware of. So we'll probably make one, but it's not here yet. So coming back this way, I can take you through the main entry, which we're totally not done with it either, by the way. We're going to tweak some things. Oh yes, I found another massive cave, probably where that cobble was, and now I have this. It's going to probably get fenced eventually when I push that hill back, but that right there will take us down to a pretty nasty hole in the ground. It probably connects with the ravine. Don't hold me to that. Just jettisoning you this way as we get stopped by hunger. So I've not figured out what I'm going to do here. Part of me was about to blow this thing out, and I was like, wait, I have this really cool area here, and I've made it even cooler. This is probably going to get a standalone episode as I get closer to completing it. Kind of gonna turn it into sort of like a gardening thing, I think. It's obviously not done. I've thrown down some vines, some reeds, made some ponds. No waterfall yet. There is a natural possibility there. Natural possibility on that side, if you recall where it's located. And then I thought about making one there. It's just gonna be kind of like a cool little cave oasis thing, right? I suppose we should sleep soon. We'll continue this path. There's actually, I'm going to turn that into a mine entry down there. I think it'll turn out pretty cool. Let's see here. What is the best course of action? So you've seen that, and again, tons and tons of caves over there. This, I was thinking of expanding. I'm not so sure at this point in time we want to do that. and this is probably a good time to sleep. So I'm going to try to stay on track here and run you through, because at the start of the episode I said I wanted to take the mine shaft to the ravine, and we sort of did that in an offbeat way, like with this very path that we're on. But if I get you in to where the action's at, you can kind of see what we did there. It's also not done, if you will, but it's getting there. So we'll take the official entry point, which is here. And, this is what I needed the gravel for. I thought, it's fitting that a mine shaft would have gravel. Whoa, buddy, what are you doing here? I don't know what is up with the zombies. That one cave where there was just a million zombies in a row. Anything? Nothing. I thought this had looting. It does. Okay, that explains a lot. Must have been on my good sword that burned. This was conquered. There's like nothing down there that I remember. I can't believe I didn't show any of this, actually. Like, this is probably what I was doing right after that deal. So it's very professionally done out. I think I was like looking for gravel, but again, it's pretty well taken over. I could probably punch through a wall and find some more cave. Have not done that yet. This is 3 wide. It's going to terminate, you guessed it, at the ravine that I said I wanted to go to. The plan is to like lay out a railway and everything like that. So we will work towards doing that. But yeah, right above me there should be a red mushroom because, oh, look at that ink farm I have. Unbelievable. That right there is probably where we were at. So eventually we'll connect all of this. And I think now, for the sake of me checking a text and not taking you back through areas we've been, I'll kill it and then we'll run up the path together and I'll kind of walk you through that way. I just cut down a ton of birch and found a lot of items of interest as well. But that's going to be for this area, and I don't think I'll put it in this video. So I'm just trying to have something for Minecraft Monday, basically. So time for a timeline. And we're back. I think that's where we slept, so now we're going the other direction. We'll eventually have that open area connect. Stupid eggs are everywhere. I can't get away from them. So if that makes a chicken, okay, hallelujah. Haven't done much down there. That's open because we'll connect with that like really cool cave. This thing, I wanted specifically to point out that I did, in fact, I had a clip where I like just showed the bridge. We finished it with fences. I added the pillars. This thing is done, 100% in this case. And this path itself is actually getting pretty close. We just passed an area I should put posts up, but we'll deal with that another day. So as I traverse you through this glorious grass pasture, I was debating about having this open just because, like the little watering hole. Again, right here, we'll probably push that back at some point in time. But as we round this, like, everything's kind of okay, and then I just want to get some birch fence posts up. That's why I took off that direction. That marks a crazy ravine I didn't even know was there. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot to that one, but it led me on some other little side quests that direction. I'm not so sure that we couldn't take this pond, it's going to take a long time, and connect it with a river over there that just sort of stops here. It would all go on behind that hill, basically. And then I could technically get in that. And you remember long ago we found the desert temple that had a village like built into it, or temple with a village, however you want to view it. It's possible to connect all that and travel by water. So this stuff here, though, it kind of bothered me. It wasn't fenced in. We're probably going to do that. And I honestly do not remember what it's like up here. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably do fences. I mean, why not, right? At some point. This isn't really a huge deal in the desert. I'm not super concerned with that. I kind of thought I'd done some. I knew I had acacia, but yeah, I ain't even wasting my time going over there. That's a no-go. Let me, is this, I think this is going to be the temple. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with the river, and we'll probably end it here. Now, this is a candidate as well. I don't think I was factoring it in. It must terminate, too. Or I could be running to, like, another temple in very close proximity to where we just were. But that's the hill where I was getting birch, so I think this is it. I think this should be the village temple, if you remember way back when we discovered it. So yeah, that's it. You can kind of see like the well, and you're thinking, oh, it's just a well, dude. No, no, no. Trust me, it gets better. So you come over here. I think this villager died. Hey, hey, hey! I'll take those. So yeah, that was a villager. I think some mobs kind of did a number on this place. We're here. Let's actually. No, there's still some people. Okay. So very weird place though, but it's got a beautiful river system, right? Or you would think it did. And so if we follow it by foot, man, I really need like a boat box with me or something. Gonna take it over here and kind of quickly showcase some idiotic plan that I'm thinking of doing, which I don't think I'll make it a priority, but at some point in time it would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So that river basically just goes that way, okay? So the thing is, if you come this way, you can kind of see there's like, you know, pond here, pretty good sized ponds over there. If I were to chisel this sucker out, I wish I could sprint, okay? And I think there's a big river over here to begin with, so it wouldn't be too terribly bad to do this part. Like, this is a good river right here, and I think it has a ton of potential in getting us back closer to the base, but it just sort of stops there, right? That's a simple fix, and then you get into a big wide river, and then it narrows down. It's kind of a strange one, but we could easily, I mean, you can see the low-lying lands here. We could cut through to the temple, and then check it out, Chocolate Rabbit. If we, okay, oh hey, I'll take those. If we were to come this direction, this is also going to terminate. Now, stay tuned with me because we're almost done. If this is a very natural river channel right here, I mean, you can tell it's kind of like probably like filled generation or something. It looks like it should be a nice deep river. That's there because I put it down as a marker of what I would like to do. It would connect here to this river that just abruptly ends also. Lots of caves here, lots of very weird things. But that thing there, I could take it possibly even through here, okay, around that like giant moat deal, and come this direction, probably through here, and I think you'll see where I'm headed, right? To this, which if you don't recognize it, it's basically tied. There's a huge ravine here, by the way, so I don't want to fall into it. I should probably show it to you so you believe me. But right back over there, this is, okay, that's just the big drop on the side of the ravine, but that there is the big pond that we were just at a little bit ago. So let me, I think the ravine is up this way, actually. All these little innocent looking holes, I tell you. Well, we'll sneak up on you. Alright, check it out. Yep. Not really an impressive ravine, and there's so many weird things going on with water at this one. So that's just floating, bizarrely so. And if I take you over here and pop around, you're gonna see like some more caves on our way. But this is sort of high ground, so let me show you. Like, this is the pond that I told you I think we could connect. Even if we go like that way, it might be quicker. And then just have it all circle back. I think it would be legit, right? So here is this side of said ravine. Again, I don't even see any caves off of it. I thought about turning it into a glorified chicken farm because of that guy. So there were a lot of weird ponds that actually had floating water like in the ravine through here. I hadn't even seen some of them. And I've traversed this area frequently, so it's kind of strange, but just somewhere along the way, I think this might be one. Yeah, like just floating water. I mean, I've never seen that big of a chunk of floating water in Minecraft before. But huge caves, it's looking like here. It's kind of a cool one. But again, if we were to like start here and work our way that way, I think we could do it. So what I'm gonna do, I axed a ton of birch over there before I started recording tonight, and I'm just gonna kind of fill this in and probably while this renders out. So, case in point, there's proof in the pudding. So, anyway, nothing terribly exciting, but there's some cool stuff that we've got going on, and I think a lot of potential here. So, it's mainly just connecting points of interest right now. So, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. No clue what the title will be, because I kind of keep doing the same things over and over. Bridge, path, explore, path, contemplate ridiculous river projects, path. You get the idea. So anyway, if you got any ideas or suggestions, feel free to leave them down. Hope you have yourself a fantastic Monday. And with that, I'll catch you back here for the next thrilling installments of Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. Adios.